The most powerful drug lord on earth is sitting in a supermax prison tonight because of you. But the streets of America are more flooded with drugs than ever before. This is the story of your entire life. Level 1. New agent trainee. Quantico. You are 28 years old. 6 months ago, you were a corporate accountant. Clean suits. Predictable life. A steady 401k. A fiancé who thought your biggest risk in life was switching firms. Now it's 3 a.m. in Quantico, Virginia. Rain is hammering the pavement, and an instructor is screaming inches from your face. Your heart rate is 178. Control your breath, he yells. Agents with heart rates like that get people killed. For 20 weeks, the FBI doesn't train you. They unmake you. Sleep disappears. Muscles tear. Your civilian identity slowly dissolves under pressure until something harder replaces it. You spend over 400 hours inside Hogan's Alley, a fake town built for one purpose. Gunfights. Doors crash open. Targets move. Split-second decisions decide who lives and who dies. You learn quickly that hesitation kills faster than bullets. But the hardest lesson comes late one night in a windowless classroom. An instructor projects a map of the United States. Red dots begin appearing. 1, 10, 50, 100, 242 in total. Every red dot, he says quietly, is an active cartel distribution hub. The room goes silent. You graduate 3 weeks later. They hand you a badge, a Glock 19, and federal credentials. You raise your hand and take the oath. For the first time in your life, you feel something electric in your chest. You believe you are going to change America. Level 2. Probationary agent. Los Angeles. Reality starts in an unmarked van that smells like old coffee and sweat. Your target, MS-13. You spend 14 hours a day watching the same street corner through binoculars. 14-year-old kids run lookouts. They have nicknames like Diablo and Flacco. One night you watch a kid barely old enough to shave pass a pistol to another kid who still looks like he should be in middle school. You log everything. Faces, tattoos, license plates, phone calls, 2 years of surveillance, thousands of pages of evidence. Finally, the takedown comes. Flashbangs explode. Doors break open. You arrest a mid-level enforcer who has been running the entire block. It feels like a victory. The next morning, you drive past the same corner. A different 14-year-old is standing there. Different face. Same job. You sit in a McDonald's parking lot staring at your hands, and you learn the first real truth about the Bureau. You are not fighting people. You are fighting a system. And systems do not feel handcuffs. Level 3. Special agent. Follow the money. By 35, you stop chasing gunmen. Now you hunt the money. Your target. The financial network of the Sinaloa cartel. Billions of dollars flow through car washes, restaurants, trucking companies, construction firms. On paper, they look like ordinary businesses. In reality, they are arteries pumping drug money through the global economy. For 9 months, you build a financial map. Accounts in Panama, offshore trusts, crypto wallets holding millions, 19 companies that exist only on paper. Finally, you get the warrant. 4 cities, simultaneous raids, 6 a.m. Your team stacks outside the main office. Then your phone rings. Someone tipped them off. You kick the door anyway. The office is empty. Servers gone. Files wiped. There's a coffee cup on the desk, still warm. In 48 hours, they erased an entire financial empire and rebuilt it somewhere else. You stand in that silent office and realize something that will stay with you forever. They are not afraid of you. You are a federal employee on a government salary. You are fighting a $30 billion machine. Your marriage ends the following spring. Level 4, Supervisory Special Agent. The truth about power. You are 42. You run your own squad now. Your team spends 3 years building a cybercrime case against a Russian ransomware group attacking American hospitals. Real hospitals? Patients dying because their records are locked behind encrypted screens. Your evidence is perfect. Server logs? Crypto transactions. IP addresses leading directly to St. Petersburg. You walk into the Department of Justice with the indictment. You think this is the day. Instead, they close the door and tell you something you were never meant to hear. The hackers are protected by Russian intelligence. Arresting them would collapse a CIA intelligence pipeline that has been feeding U.S. analysts information for 2 years. Your case is shelved, not dismissed, not challenged, just filed away. You sit in your car in the underground garage for 45 minutes, staring at the steering wheel. Your entire career you believed the law sat above politics. Today you learned something different. Power sits above the law. You return to your office. You smile at your agents, and you tell them to open the next case. You never tell them what happened. Level 5, Special Agent in Charge. You are 50 now. You run a major FBI field office. Hundreds of agents report to you, but the enemy has changed. Cartels are no longer hiding. The Jalisco New Generation Cartel is shooting down military helicopters. They deploy drones carrying explosives. They operate like an army. The DEA places a $15 million bounty on their leader, El Mencho. the largest bounty in drug enforcement history. He doesn't move. Every morning, you sit in a secure briefing room reading intelligence reports about an organization richer, better armed, and more deeply connected than many governments. You authorize raids. You approve wiretaps. You send agents into dangerous situations. And every time they roll out, you sit in your office praying everyone comes home alive. You have tremendous power. You also take blood pressure medication and haven't slept a full night in 4 years. Level 6. Executive Assistant Director, Washington, D.C. You are 58. Corner office at FBI headquarters. You brief the President of the United States. After 30 years, you finally win. A multinational task force captures the head of a massive cartel empire. The operation took 18 months and cost over $200 million. You sign the extradition order yourself. You watch him arrive at ADX Florence, the most secure prison in America, a place where inmates spend 23 hours a day alone in a concrete box. He will die there. You step to the podium. Cameras flash. You tell America that justice has been served. They applaud. That night, the building is empty. The cameras are gone. You sit alone in your office with a glass of scotch and the latest classified briefings. Drug shipments into Los Angeles last week. Unchanged. Street prices in Chicago and Houston. Identical in a town in Sinaloa right now. Someone else has already taken the throne. A nephew. A lieutenant. Maybe a son. The accountants went back to work on Monday. The system never stopped. You stare at your badge resting on the desk, and after 30 years you finally understand the truth no one tells. New agents? You are never fighting the enemy. You are managing the wound. The cartel is not just men with guns. It is poverty. It is demand. It is corruption. Cut off one head and the system grows. 3 more. You didn't cure the disease. You treated a symptom. For 30 years. You finish the scotch. You pick up your badge. It still means something to you. It always will. But tonight you finally understand what it really is. A piece of metal handed to a 28-year-old idealist standing in the rain at Quantico. And somewhere tonight, another 28-year-old is standing in that same rain, heart racing, getting yelled at by an instructor, believing he is about to change the world. He will spend his whole life trying, and the machine will keep running. The cycle never ends. Subscribe if you want to understand how power really works behind the scenes.